You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody. Oh. Game starts at 20, bet slip is empty. I gotta call KG.
KG, what up?
I got nothing for you, Fox.
Come on. What you got, huh?
It is spa day, Jamie. You don't interrupt spa day.
Okay. Gracie, what's up?
I need some tips.
Jamie, you want a tip?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, somebody. Jalen, what's up, man?
You want a tip?
Yeah.
You really want a tip?
I really need some tips.
Don't call somebody on live TV, Jamie Foxx.
Well, you answered. Have other friends anyway. Marshawn, Barry, holla.
Jamie Foxx. Hey, what's up with it, Fox?
Listen, I need some tips.
I'm like LA.
LA?
No, Dallas.
Dallas?
Dallas not the
Dallas?
We gotta get to Miami. How about Detroit? Nah, Barry over there.
You know what? I'm gonna call y'all right now. Vanessa, I need your help.
I got a tip for you. Always go with your gut.
I like that. Going with my gut. Let's go with our gut.
Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm Dave Weischadle, and as always, I'm joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weischadle. Doug, we are in the middle of the worst 2 weeks of the NFL season.
Really? How can you say that? This is flag football time for the NFL.
My God,
I can't believe they're doing flag football, but I guess you got to do something. Skills competition. They're doing dodgeball.
Certainly, you don't want to get anyone hurt.
No,
right?
But dodgeball?
I think we've seen enough. Who was the 1 year New England Patriot ended his career on a beach football
Stevens.
game? Yeah, I don't know.
Stevens. Yeah, I think his name was Stevens. I can't
great
remember,
running back, but he hurt his knee.
He could have been a really great running back.
Beach football game.
Yeah.
But
well, now they're doing flag football on land.
Yeah.
So instead of on the beach, but it's whatever they want to do. They're trying to get new viewers in with all this, the skills competition.
Sure.
I guess that's what the weekend's going to be called. But
I kind of miss the Pro Bowl when we were kids and growing up. The Pro Bowl was after the Super Bowl, and the players who actually played in the Super Bowl actually played in the Pro Bowl when it was meaningful and something. But no, not anymore. But
I don't understand the flipping of it, but I guess it was for they didn't want to have that blank 2 weeks in the schedule, so it makes sense in that way. But again, you're right. I do miss the way it used to be because everyone used to play.
By the way, we haven't been on air since the championship weekend. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
And it was an absolute horrible way to end a season. If you're
sides.
a 49er fan or if you're a Bengal fan, I was on the Bengals. And terrible way that ended.
And Purdy, the quarterback for the Niners, suffered a torn UCL, which means he's gone for at least 6 months.
I don't even know what that means. We're still waiting for the second opinion and third opinion.
Oh, no, that
whatever.
was the second opinion. It was diagnosed as a UCL.
Yeah, but now it's what do you do from here?
Whether or not he wants to do surgery
That's
or
what
whatever
I mean. What do you do from here?
So. They're saying at least 6 months if he does the surgery.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens there. That also changes the trade scenarios or the free agents signings, especially with Trey Lance and Jimmy G.
For
the Niners.
So
that changes a whole lot of pictures here.
That is one of the fascinating stories that you can watch in the offseason, what's going on with the 49ers and the quarterback situation. But we have a great show coming up for you today. We have a Beatin The House segment where we look at all the big jackpots from around the country and around the world this week. And we have our Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred Sports a little later on. Today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
Now, as we all know, Massachusetts has launched its sports betting industry, retail sports betting industry. And as they were going along the past month with all their different hearings and application review processes and also roundtables, one of the more interesting roundtables that just recently occurred was a roundtable between the Gaming Commission, the Massachusetts Gaming Commission, and representatives from the Major League Baseball and the NBA Players Association.
Okay.
And the centerpiece of this roundtable discussion was endorsements of sports betting sites by not just the players in the league, but the underage players in the league. Massachusetts has a age of 21 or older to legally gamble or sports bet in the state Commonwealth. Sorry, the debate was about whether or not the athletes that are under 21 can enter into deals to endorse sports betting sites. So it's a very interesting dichotomy there, because really one side was worried that underage athletes promoting a sports betting site would actually influence underage gamblers to go to the sports betting sites. And I can see both sides of the argument, from a business side for the athlete and also for the leagues. It makes sense. And what I found interesting was that Major League Baseball has no age limitations for sports betting marketing.
Okay.
The NBA union rules allow it.
Okay.
The NFL completely prohibits it. And also, I believe the NHL is quiet about whether or not underage athletes can endorse sports betting.
Sure.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't.
Well, I'm curious to see how this plays out in Massachusetts. I'm very, Massachusetts is pretty strict when it comes to underage and sports betting, and because they had issues. What was that one thing about the advertising at a sporting event?
The 75-25 rule. If the event had a shot at having something over 25% of underage underage event participants,
or attendees.
People understand attendees. That's the best way to put it. If there was a chance that more than 25% of the audience was under the legal age of gambling, couldn't advertise.
Well, that's why I'm curious to see how this whole rule plays out in Massachusetts, because they're pretty strict. I mean, from all indications, listening to the meetings and listening to the comments of the people on the Gambling Commission, it's going to be a little stricter. Yeah. It appears it'll be a little stricter than other states.
It's going to be much stricter.
Well,
much stricter.
Well, let's see how it plays out. You can say all the things in the world, and in real life, sometimes it doesn't come out like that. But I'm interested to see how this issue plays out.
But as it stands right now, athletes between the ages of 18 and 20 can now work out endorsement deals for sports betting
in Massachusetts.
Sites.
Yeah,
in Massachusetts. The 18 and 19-year-old kind of bothers me. The 20 is, I don't care. That's a good age to start doing that. But I guess, 18, 19-year-olds.
Look, 18, I think you're a legal adult. Yeah. Well, you are a legal adult because, look, if you can fight for your country, if you can vote for your leaders, guess what? Maybe you should be allowed to, have some more freedoms in terms of sports betting or gambling or things like that. But, I understand why it's restricted, and, both sides have some good issues and good points to make. But you know what? There's a lot of 18-year-olds that are very mature. And so, like I said, I want to see how this works out in the real world. We can talk about theories and legal applications, but actually, when it actually happens in real life, that's when we have to evaluate it.
Well, I think David Foster, the NBA Players Association General Counsel, said it the best. if it's tastefully done, maybe it can happen. And if it can happen, they want to support their athletes. And that's the best attitude to have.
Like I said, I guess he's saying kind of what I'm saying. Let's see what happens in real life. I mean, how is this actually carried out, and we can take it from there.
Yeah, because there aren't too many sports betting endorsement deals from active players right now anyway.
Well, first off, this is going to be a huge issue as people start talking about esports and betting on esports.
It already is for esports.
It's going to be an issue in every state, when every state tries to figure out what to do with esports and sports betting, and because that audience, number one, and the players are a lot younger than 18.
There aren't too many esports betting sites in Massachusetts because esports betting is not allowed right now.
Well, not right now.
They haven't voted on whether or not they're going to allow it.
They haven't voted on it yet, but this is one of the issues that they're going to have to tackle.
Exactly.
So,
Exit 2.
Wait, we just ended that one exit talking about esports. We're going right into an esports
look at
exit.
That. So boy, look at that segue.
Beautiful
it's
segue.
Like flawless.
We are going to be talking about the company Better, Better, launching a new tournament series, esports tournament series, under their brand ESportsBattle.
Okay, wait. I just want to be clear on everything. This is Better, Better, but isn't there a Better Better?
There's two Betters.
Okay.
Betters.
All right.
There's one with a capital B in Australia and one with a little b here.
So what is this one?
This is Better, Better. It's a betting and gaming solutions provider. It's not a.
Do you think there will be? Speaking as a trademark attorney, do you think there might be some issues down the road here?
No, because Better and Better and Better and Better, all three of them are in different areas. And one is spelled differently.
All right,
and it's one of those. It's a mess.
I'm sure people are going to
start thinking about that. That's a whole mess.
People are going to have the same question I did with Better as opposed to Better.
Well, Better specializes in esports.
Yes. Okay.
So
all right,
as long as I guess they stay in that area, that's fine. But they're going to be launching a new tournament series for Dota 2, Defense of the Ancients 2, and
it's called Dota.
Dota.
I've heard Defense of the Ancients. I've never heard it referred to Dota. This is how old I am. I feel like an angry old man.
Well, I'm not going to.
Dota.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to keep saying Defense of the Ancients.
Okay.
So Dota 2 is going to be
Dota 2.
Yeah, and they're creating a whole new series of tournaments. And I think, remember a couple weeks ago we talked about the new set of esports tournaments in New Jersey with Bet365.
Yeah.
Short tournaments that were self-produced inside the Sports Information Services studios.
Sure.
This is similar to that, except this is actually a round-robin format between teams that aren't owned by the betting agency.
Okay.
And they're timed.
All right.
They're 1 hour.
And these are quick hit.
These are 1 hour. These are 1 hour.
These are 1 hour. How far in advance do they say we're going to have a 1 hour tournament? I mean,
they announced
especially
the
when
tournament series,
I guess they'll be but because if you're betting, you mentioned 365 is doing something like this. They have to get approval of all this stuff.
Bet365's got approved and everything.
No, I know, but do they have to get approval of every small tournament, or they say we have a tournament series? Can you just approve that for betting?
See, that's where the misunderstanding comes in with the Bet365. Bet365 is going to be offering what amounts to almost like a virtual sports thing.
Okay,
they're going to have their own players. They're going to be doing it's like a 5-minute esports tournament.
Okay,
they're just going to keep popping those out.
All right.
This is going to be 1 hour. It's going to be a round robin 11-day tournament for 5 teams involved.
All right,
and that was one of the big complaints I've heard regarding the Bet365. When you don't have an actual tournament going on and you just have the games going on, there's a different feel.
Okay.
And a different impact of the betting aspect as well.
Okay.
So
now is there betting on this?
That's what this is going to be.
Okay, this is what it's going to be.
They're going to be.
Well, their name is Better, Better.
Exactly.
So
they're going to be making the stream available to their customers.
Where is this stream anyway? Is this a Twitch thing again?
No, they're going to be doing it through their own stream, through their own. It's an in-house production and event tournament center.
Okay.
They're going to be doing their live data feed is going to be offering over 25,000 esports events on a monthly basis now. Between this, they've got e-basketball, e-football, e-hockey, Counter-Strike, and now Defense of the Ancients.
Okay.
And they're going to actually make this like a full-fledged tournament. Each match is going to have its own commentators.
Oh, okay. Good.
So
Good.
it's going to be fed out to their customers. People can bet on it where it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just another move to shorter tournaments, I've noticed.
I like the fact that they have their own commentators, because some of these esports things, you know, the guy who's playing or the woman who's playing or the player has the microphone themselves and are talking through it, which is good, which is interesting.
Well, that's how they do it on Twitch. That's how they do it on Twitch.
But still, I like the whole idea of a announcer or a color commentator or something like that.
I just like the move toward these shorter tournaments, because some of these esports tournaments go for hours.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to see maybe a little bit more of a shift. Shorter tournaments, more intense.
Sure.
And then that makes it more of a that is really good
for
the betting industry.
I mean, talking about traditional sports, you know, everyone complains about baseball. I mean, they're trying to shorten up baseball, so certainly you're not going to want to have a 5-hour video game thing.
No, but I'm very curious to see how ESportsBattle does.
I almost said video game match. Is it called a video game match?
Depends on what country
video game session?
It depends on what country you're in. Everybody calls it differently. So good luck with this. This looks like a step in the right direction again for esports betting.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly. Ding dong, Drizzly.
Exit 3.
We haven't talked name, image, likeness in a while. And with the Super Bowl coming up and all the superstars involved, and one of the things that always surrounds some of these athletes are the sponsorship or marketing deals that they get involved in.
So do you think we'll see a collegiate player in a commercial? Is that where we're going? Or
well, we're actually going to be talking about the pro side of everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, when I think name, image, and likeness, I automatically think of college.
Well, again,
because that's such a big issue.
We've got a topic coming up in NCAA name, image, likeness situation where there is a national framework being proposed.
Okay,
which is going to cause problems.
Okay.
So that's going
to cause ripples.
It's going to have ripples. Yes.
Okay.
Let me put it that
All
way.
right.
But here, and I have to thank Sportico for this, because they did a really nice profile of this company called PLB Sports and Entertainment.
Okay.
And the reason I found it interesting was it took the bare bones idea of name, image, likeness deals and showed that when it's done right and it's done well, it benefits everybody.
Great.
Now, PLB Sports and Entertainment, it has a fascinating backstory. The head of it, Ty Ballou, was the head of sales for Clark Bar.
Okay.
Remember that old candy bar? It's still around, but it's the Clark Bar. It's one of the oldest candy bars on the market.
Okay.
The head of the company, PLB Sports Entertainment, Ty Ballou, was the head of sales of the Clark Bar.
Okay.
Which one of the oldest candy bars on the market.
Oh, yeah. No, I like a Clark Bar. I haven't had one in a long time, but no, I like them.
At the time, he had, according to the article that Sportico put out, he was running out of ideas on what to do with the bar, the candy bar.
All right.
So he had the foresight to actually go to the Pittsburgh Penguins, since Clark Bar is headquarters in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He went to the Pittsburgh Penguins and licensed their logo to put on the Clark Bar.
First of all, I didn't know that they were located in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
So, okay. Something new every day.
So once he licensed the Penguins logo, put it on the candy bar, they sold 100,000 bars right off the bat.
Well, yeah, I would think they would.
Well,
it's a great idea.
At the time, this was unheard of.
Yeah.
So following year, he decided to go to the well again. He went to the Penguins, but this time he went to Mario Lemieux.
Okay.
And he executed a name, image, likeness deal, before it was called name, image, and likeness deal, with
endorsement deal.
His endorsement
Us old
deal.
guys call it an endorsement deal.
Yep. And they had 300,000 in sales in Pittsburgh, in Pennsylvania, and Canada. Not just,
Sure.
just those two areas, 300,000 bars. And also, he was the guy who came up with bringing the Reggie Bar back.
I love the Reggie Bar.
Bar was one of the best candy bars on the market.
So good. I mean, it was the only. When I was growing up, it was the round bar with peanut butter and peanuts in it, and what else did it have in it? But it was covered in. It had caramel and it had chocolate covering.
Oh yeah,
and it was round.
Yep,
it was great. I love the way it was packaged too. You know?
He came up with the idea to revive it when Reggie Jackson went into the Hall of Fame. And he went to Upper Deck, made the name, image, likeness deal again, revived the Reggie bar, 500,000 pieces sold. Now, fast forward to the current day, he's got over 25 million units of athlete-branded goods on the market.
That's smart. That's the way to do it.
And, it's very interesting because, like we got some of the big names playing, in the Super Bowl. We all the way through the playoffs. And the playoffs seem to be the area where they make the most money with some of these sales. I mean, you have Yager Creamy Peanut Butter.
Okay.
That's Yamir Yager.
Yeah, I got that.
McCaffrey Rocky Mountain Mustard.
These are real things?
These are real things.
Okay, all right. I've never heard. These must be regional things.
Yeah, these are all regional.
All
deals.
right, okay.
This is McCaffrey, not Christian McCaffrey, the defensive back Ed McCaffrey.
Okay.
Rocky Mountain Mustard. Michael Pica's Impeccable Pickles.
Okay, all right.
Yep. One of the biggest sellers, according to PLB, is the coffee with Josh Allen on it.
All right. Wow.
Josh Allen has the JA17 blend coffee.
I love the idea. I love what he's doing, but I would love to have some of these. Get to have a container, just the can of coffee.
Yeah.
Is it a can or is it a paper or something like that?
They're pods, they're cans.
I would just get the containers that these products are in because what great sports memorabilia that you can have for years.
And you've got other ones like Jamar Chase's Uno chips.
Okay.
I don't know what an Uno chip is. I'm assuming when you're playing Uno, you have chips or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Wait, no. When you said chips, I was thinking potato chips, and we were thinking food.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're the chips you eat while playing Uno.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Then you have Trayvon Diggs Pick and Dip barbecue sauce.
All right.
Stephon Diggs' Diggs 14 hot sauce and lemon pepper seasoning.
That sounds pretty good.
Now,
I'm a hot sauce fan, so yeah, maybe I will take a look at that.
This is where your initial statement comes into play because this year alone, he's going to be rolling out 10 to 15 new products.
Yeah.
And he's also going to be starting to talk to colleges.
Okay.
To do
good.
NIL deals with the college athletes.
Now, like I said, I would love, to pick up one of these things. I mean, just for the memorabilia and the stuff like that. But where can we go to find these things?
Well, go to your local stores in those areas.
In those areas?
Yeah.
Like the hot sauce, the Stephon Diggs hot sauce. We have a lot of hot sauce. These are stores that just sell hot sauce.
These are all regional deals.
So I wonder if I walked in there, I can find the Stephon Diggs in New Jersey or Pennsylvania or something like that.
I'm sure in Buffalo and also in Minnesota too. Probably they're big sellers.
Sure.
So, but again, this is where name, image, likeness works. If it's done well, if it's done right, and I'm really curious to see where this guy goes with the college.
Exit 4.
Last exit of the day, we're going to be talking MSG Sphere. And
I've heard
of that. I hate saying that word, Sphere. It's so difficult for me to say. I don't know why it is.
Sphere.
But it's MSG Sphere at the Venetian. Mm-hmm. And this is an event center, I guess you can call it. I don't want to call it a big movie theater, but it's an on-screen entertainment venue. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
World's first 16K LED screen.
That must look wild. Unbelievable.
Actually, I have taken a look at their promo video for MSG Sphere.
Yeah, but you're looking through a video that's not, your computer screen is not 16K, so you're missing part of that.
What they envision for it is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'll pop it up onto the TV side so people can see it as well.
Okay.
Features 164K speakers. And the most impressive part of all this is not just the LED screen. I like what they're doing around it.
Well, I know they have special seats.
Special seating, and also special air vents.
Yeah, so
this is where
not only can you feel the movie,
in,
but you can smell the movie, and I'm not too crazy. I'm not sure I want to do that. If they're showing Rocky, I don't want to smell Rocky.
No.
I don't want to I don't want to smell the or I don't want to
or horse racing.
Or or something like that. I
don't want to see Seabiscuit.
If someone's riding a horse on the screen, I'm not sure if I want my seat to go bopping up and down or feel that sensation.
Well,
so
I think the idea behind this, they're going to have specially made films. For this.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd love to experience it, but some of the I'd have to pick and choose my movies carefully because I just don't want to.
You're going to be able. The seats are going to vibrate basically.
So, Planet of the Apes must smell wonderful.
I remember who was the old director, Ed Castle. Used to have the vibrating seats in the old theaters for 13 Ghosts.
First off,
the Tingler.
The Tingler, yeah,
the
Vincent
Tingler.
Price. I think they rigged up the seats that would vibrate.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever the Tingler came on screen,
it was like
you had
the Tingler
vibration.
was a monster that wrapped, or like a worm that wrapped around your spine and stuff like that. And I guess the seats vibrated. I guess that's the early version of what we're going to experience at the Sphere.
Castle predicted all this.
Yeah, we're going to feel stuff. We're going to smell stuff.
They're actually saying you're going to be able, if there's something on the screen that has like wind involved, you're going to feel the wind from the direction that's on the screen.
All right.
So this is going to be a very immersive technology without augmented reality.
Okay. Well,
which is going to be cool to see.
I mean, it'd be interesting to experience.
Yeah. But this will be opening soon, and it's going to look amazing. In Las Vegas.
16K screen? I don't think I've ever seen I can't even picture a 16K screen.
It's going to be a big round globe on the Strip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Easy to find.
Yeah, exactly.
And today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, you can get in touch with Turnpike Sports by calling or texting us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910. At Turnpike Sports is the show's handle on Facebook and Twitter. At Turnpike Sports Radio is our handle on Instagram. And as always, our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the show via Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, radio.com mobile app, as well as Stitcher and YouTube. You can also watch us on your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Head on over to turnpikesports.net. You'll be able to watch our video channel there.
Well, we got a great show coming up. We got a Beatin The House where we look at all the big jackpots around the country this week. And we have our pick segment powered by Betfred. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
And welcome to the NFL Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred Sports. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here in the middle of the 2 weeks between the end of the playoffs, the conference championship games, and the Super Bowl coming up on February 12th. So we're kind of in a lull of actual football betting.
I got to tell you,
I guess you can call it.
I've been plowing through these Super Bowl prop bets, and by the way, Betfred has a bunch of them. Yeah. They're great.
Well, you got to be careful with that because every state has different
Absolutely.
regulations for prop bets.
Yep. So we went with the Betfred in Ohio.
Yeah,
so
since it was
really
their first time doing a Super Bowl in Ohio, and Betfred's there. Bengals did not make the Super Bowl, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Would have been really interesting to see how Ohio did the sports betting for the Super Bowl with the Bengals.
Look, my pick for the championship game, I went with the Bengals.
Yep, so did I.
So,
but in lieu of actual picks for games, this week we're all about the prop bets.
Well, this is what we're thinking. So these are the ones I'm actually excited about. These prop things. I mean. When it comes to prop betting, I don't do the coin flip.
I don't do that either. I don't do the Gatorade color either.
I don't do the Gatorade color. They're fun bets. A lot of people do them, and we're in sports books during the Super Bowl, and you know who has the flip of the coin bet when everyone cheers when it goes heads or tails. But the other one, interesting one that I haven't seen too much, I'll probably see it next week or something like that, is the length of the national anthem. And that's always gets scred up because someone listens to the practice and lets that slip. So I almost stay away from that one too because I just never get it. So
I remember one time I was watching the Super Bowl someplace. It wasn't in a casino sports book. It was actually in a bar somewhere. And a guy walked in with an entire folder full of his picks.
Oh, yeah. No.
He was going through one by one, checking them off. People love the prop bet angle of the Super Bowl.
Oh, no. I've seen people in sports books during the Super Bowl. They have a folder full. I mean, the organized ones who probably do this for a living, come in with a folder and, they go through. They sit like they're sitting at a desk at one of the tables in the sports books, and they just go through everything. So.
And I see a lot of people, different attitudes about betting the Super Bowl. I've seen some sharp bettors say they don't bet the Super Bowl. They'll do the college basketball that's going on more so than Super Bowl, betting and all that stuff. And, everyone has their own preferences. I think it's a great thing for the United States industry, the Super Bowl here. People love it.
Oh, well, worldwide, it's watched. So how do you want to do this? Do you want
we're going to change the rules a little bit for what we're doing here. Normally, during the regular season, the playoffs, we were doing 3 picks each on games.
Yeah.
Using Betfred lines Tuesday morning with point spreads and totals. This time, since we're just focusing on the prop bets for this segment, we're going to use Betfred Ohio, like we just talked about, because it's their first year in Ohio for sports betting and also for the Super Bowl. We're each going to do 3 prop bets.
Okay. Should we do all 3 at once, or just do you want to do one, I do one? Or
we can alternate if you want, or we can just go straight through.
Sure.
I have no problem doing like we always do. We'll alternate.
Sure.
That way we can keep track of 3 and 3. I mean,
sure.
Sometimes I have trouble counting to 3, obviously.
Okay.
But no. But without any further talking about it, let's head on over to the Super Bowl prop bets. First prop bet for me: longest pass for Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I when I was looking at all the previous, I went through my notes from previous Super Bowl betting that we've done in the past for this segment. I wanted to do something different. I haven't done some of these bets before, so I wanted to focus on different things. So first bet, longest pass by Jalen Hurts. Over the last 10 games, Hurts' longest throws per game have averaged out to about 31 yards. Only 3 times did the longest throw go under 35 yards in a game. That was the longest throw. I think he had 29 twice. 40 yards was his longest. That was against the Giants in the divisional round. Chiefs have a lot of rookies on their defense, and even though they're playing extremely well, I think
their secondary is all
it's all rookies.
it's all rookies.
Yeah.
So
I think you're going to see the Eagles test that secondary early and often, and I'm actually expecting a lot of downfield passing, especially with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith there. I just think this is an opportunity early to stretch the field, and I saw them do that against San Francisco early on. Kind of questionable pass there, but in the beginning of the San Francisco game, but it was still a long pass. I'm actually going to go with the Jalen Hurts longest pass. Betfred, Ohio had it at 35 or more yards at -145. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, for my first prop that I think I'm going to go with is, I never say anything is just a gimme bet. I mean, never a sure thing, but this is as close to a sure thing as I think. I think anytime touchdown, Travis Kelce. I mean, Betfred, Ohio has him -121. I mean, look, he scored a touchdown, 1 touchdown last week, 2 receiving touchdowns the week before against Jacksonville. So, and after what happened in Cincinnati against the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, the wide receivers and the Kansas City Chiefs are getting all banged up. I think Kelce's Mahomes is one only healthy receiver. So, by the way, I'm also thinking of going with Travis Kelce as the Chiefs' first touchdown scorer, and that's +280. I kind of like that one too. So certainly Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, and probably I'm going to put a little money on the first Kansas City touchdown by Travis Kelce.
Well, funny you should bring up Travis Kelce.
Okay.
My next prop bet that
Your
I
second
looked at,
one, okay.
my second prop bet, first half touchdown, Travis Kelce.
Okay.
You mentioned
it kind of goes with what I'm saying. Probably the first touchdown for Kansas City.
3 touchdowns in the 2 playoff games this year. He's got 15 postseason touchdowns in 17 playoff games.
He's the go-to guy,
especially with everybody banged up. For the Chiefs there, and
he's always open too. I don't know what kind of defense everyone plays, but he is always wide open.
That is the reason why I was looking at this, because I noticed early on in every game, Mahomes always goes to Kelce. And, I think it's going to be a matter of what we see the Eagles defense do. I mean, if they're going to try and do one-on-one early on and see if they can handle it, that may be the time where you're going to see Kelce all the way down the field from Mahomes. But I think he's going to find his way into the end zone at some point, somehow, in the first half. I think they're going to go early and often to Kelce. He's going to get probably the defense all riled up, where they're going to start focusing on him, and later in the game, all the other receivers are going to come open. But with Andy Reid, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, and I was looking at Betfred's prop here. First half player touchdown, Travis Kelce is +210. That's the one I'm going with. But I also like the idea of taking a shot at what their next one is, 2 or more touchdowns in the first half, +1,200.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of money right there.
Yeah, no, if you hit that one, that's great.
But for now, for the show, Kelce, first half touchdown, one of them, +210.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with another anytime touchdown is Jalen Hurts, +100. He ran one in. He has a rushing touchdown in each of his last 2 playoff games, and why not this game? I mean, if the Eagles get inside the red zone, he becomes their most dangerous rusher. And I think as an Eagles fan who's watched the Eagles all the time, it just seems like he's has a rushing touchdown in each of the games. He probably doesn't, but it just seems like it does. You see highlights of the Eagles, he's running it in. So, at plus 100, I like that. I like that number, and I'm going to do Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
My last prop bet is the total touchdowns for the Philadelphia Eagles. Betfred had the over-under at 3.5. Over was plus 170. Under was minus 233. If you look at the way the Eagles have been playing in the postseason here, 31 and 38 points, and the way Kansas City puts up points with that offense is just an amazing show to watch as well. Both these teams can score. I think what you're going to see is the Eagles either playing catch-up and scoring a lot of points to keep up with the Chiefs, or the Eagles are going to jump on top early and then try and put the game away early and score a lot of points that way. I'm going with the over 3.5 plus 170 for total touchdowns for the Eagles in the Super Bowl, simply put.
Well, I guess I'm telegraphing who I'm thinking will win the Super Bowl because I'm picking the Super Bowl MVP, and that usually goes to the quarterback of the winning team. So I'm taking Jalen Hurts as the Super Bowl MVP, and that number is plus 110, which is a great number. And
it is. That's a good number.
I like. Look, I think the Eagles are a more complete team,
Yep.
and given the last couple of games that the Kansas City Chiefs have played, the Eagles are a healthier team. I know we have 2 weeks, everyone's healing up, but I'm not sure how much healing you can do in 2 weeks with the Mahomes injury, and we talked about the injuries to the wide receiving core of the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Hurts is going to have a big day passing. I think he's going to have a big day running as well. But and I just don't think the Chiefs are as healthy as the Eagles, and I think the Eagles are going to pull it out. And like I said, usually when a team wins, the MVP goes to the quarterback. So I know I like the number plus 110 for Jalen Hurts as Super Bowl MVP. So that's who I'm going with.
Well, not to go off on an aside, but I think this Super Bowl is set up to see heroics by both quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So this actually should be one of the most fun Super Bowls to watch.
Sure.
But that's it for our prop bets for the Super Bowl. Let's do a recap for everybody. Why don't you go ahead and do your recap?
Well, I'm going to do anytime touchdown Travis Kelce at minus 121. I mean, that's like, it's almost a gimme, And by the way, the Chiefs' first touchdown scorer, Travis Kelce, is plus 280. So I might do that one as well. I think Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown is plus 100. He seems like he's running the ball in from all. I think one of his touchdowns the last 2 weeks was 14 yards out. So it seems like he gets inside the 20. Watch for Jalen Hurts to run it in. So anytime touchdown plus 100, and Jalen Hurts Super Bowl MVP plus 110. I think the Eagles are going to win it, and that MVP award usually goes to the quarterback of the winning team. So I think that's going to be Jalen Hurts.
I did longest pass Jalen Hurts, 35 or more yards at minus 145 at Betfred. First half touchdown by Travis Kelce, 1 plus 210 at Betfred. Also, like I said, I may throw down a couple bucks on the 2 or more touchdowns in the first half at plus 1,200. That sounds like that's so tempting there.
Right.
And Eagles total touchdowns over 3.5 at plus 170 at Betfred. As always, these picks will be put up on the Turnpike blog. Just head on over to turnpikesports.us, click on the blog button, and you'll see the prop bets in written form there. Feel free to comment on the blog. Info at Turnpike Sports Radio is our email address. Follow us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports, at Turnpike Bets, Facebook at Turnpike Sports, and Instagram at Turnpike Sports Radio.
And that'll do for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.
80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's gotta be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no obligation in-home consultation.
With Drizzly, I can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly also lets me shop from multiple stores in my area and compare prices on thousands of products.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
We'll get back to the show in a few moments, but I just wanted to take some time and tell everyone about Bean Genius, the smart specialty coffee subscription service. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country. They feature over 2,000 specialty coffee blends, all at your fingertips at beangenius.com. Here's how it works. Head on over to beangenius.com and take their palate profiler test to find out what coffee best fits your taste. Then select from a variety of subscription plans. Every subscription comes with free shipping, and delivery can even be scheduled for once or twice each month. And based upon your review of each coffee blend you try, Bean Genius actually learns your individual taste preferences and then suggests future coffee blends for you. And now you can get 10% off your Bean Genius subscription when you use our promo code PIKE at checkout. Bean Genius offers a variety of subscription plans to suit any coffee lover's needs. Subscribe with Bean Genius today and start enjoying some of the best tasting coffee around. And save 10% off your coffee plan with promo code PIKE.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beatin The House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to another edition of Beatin the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to crisscross the country, the continent, the world, talking about the different casino jackpots that have happened over the past week, whether it's a slot machine, table game, poker, keno, whatever. We're going to be talking about it. Send the press releases in, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep them coming in. We're getting a ton of them every week. And this week, we are going to start off with a historic jackpot from the Casino de Montreal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As the name indicates, it is in Montreal.
Yeah, beautiful casino.
It's one of the best ones out there.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the largest progressive jackpot in the casino's history.
All right.
Won by Claude Martin, a $3,056,175 progressive jackpot playing 3-card poker.
Wow. Good for him. Wow.
According to the casino, he was there to attend a concert, and while waiting for the concert, he decided to try that. After a few hands, this is only a couple hands in.
So he was killing time.
He was killing time.
Wow.
What a way to kill time.
Okay, good for him.
He actually ended up with an entire 4-card progressive lot with a royal flush in spades revealed on the flop.
All right.
For a 3-card poker. We got 4 cards. So figure that one out.
All right. Hey,
but
good.
again, $3 million. It's a historic jackpot. The casino is very, very proud of this.
Yeah.
And it's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, congratulations, Claude, or is it Claude? Do they prefer? What do they prefer?
I don't know. They don't have a pronunciation key in some of these press releases.
Okay,
but I think you're right. Okay.
Claude
remember
or Claude?
The what was it? The Bruins, the Boston Bruins coach for a while, Claude Julien or whatever his name was. Or
I don't know.
Yeah, so that might be Claude. You might be right.
I don't know.
You might be right.
Well, congratulations, however you pronounce your name.
Yep. So. Well, we're heading back in the United States now. We're going down to Bally's in Atlantic City.
I love Bally's.
We have a blackjack match progressive jackpot being hit by one of their patrons this past weekend, $216,373.20.
Wow.
I think everyone has seen a blackjack match progressive. It's one of the most popular games in terms of table games out there. And, you play regular blackjack and whatever the match is with the variation of it is.
Yeah.
Then you always do the side bet that triggers the progressive.
Sure.
So $216,373.20 to one lucky patron from Bally's Atlantic City, one of the more fun casinos down there.
I was going to say, I had this is how I judge a casino. I had one of the best sandwiches in Atlantic City at Bally's at the Yard.
Yep.
It was really good. I had I forgot what it was called. It was like the Philadelphian or something like that. It was
you mean the
roast pork,
sandwich?
the broccoli rabe, and they had the long hots.
Yep.
That's the secret to any good roast pork sandwich. You have to have the long hots on it.
Well, also you got to have the pork has to be done right too.
Well, everything was done perfect. Yeah. I love the Valley. That was one of my. I think that's like one of my go-to places now. The Yard for food. Just you want a sandwich or a burger or something like that, I go to the Yard.
There's nothing wrong with judging a casino by its food.
No, yeah.
There's so
many
different ways to judge casinos out there.
There's a huge stage there. I'm seeing some pictures. I'm there during the daytime because I go to the Yard to eat. But it's a really great nighttime place.
Yes,
I'm seeing pictures of it. It looks incredible. I can't wait for the summer. I don't think they had a full summer there.
No.
Yeah, when they opened, I don't
sort
know,
of
July.
they didn't have everything finished.
Yeah.
So this could be their full summer.
Yeah.
First full summer. Anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's that's the go-to stop when I go to Atlantic City. So.
And I remember the last time I was in there, I saw table games.
Yeah, in the front part of it, they have an indoor section with the bar, and I guess they put table games there. I wonder if they still have table
arcade games too.
Yeah. So. They had one of the biggest Space Invaders thing.
Very cool.
Very cool. It's a great place. The Yard in Bally's. So.
Well, we are now leaving Atlantic City.
All right.
And heading out to Nevada. We're going to go to South Point.
Mm-hmm.
We have a South Point patron winning $124,747 on a Pai Gow progressive jackpot with a straight flush.
Wow. Lots of Pai Gow jackpots.
Pai Gow always pays out.
Anytime, I keep forgetting South Point. It's a full casino. It's a great casino. But anytime you tell me South Point, I automatically think of the sports book.
Yes.
I don't know why. That just
because it has one of the best ones out there.
It has a really great sports book, and that's the first thing I think of.
Yep. Staying in Nevada, we're going to the Aliante Casino.
All right.
We have a visitor who was playing $125 a hand on video poker, winning $100,000 after hitting a club's royal flush.
I mean, that's a lot to play in a hand, but it was a good investment.
Oh, no. That
paid off.
That is,
whoever won that, it paid off.
That's just, amazing right there.
I mean, I've never done $125 a hand.
So,
probably that's why I haven't won $100,000 either.
Well, here we are going to stay in Nevada. And we're going to Caesar's Palace, where we have another video poker jackpot, but not just any video poker jackpot.
I heard of this one. Is this okay? I'll let you do it, but I've read about this. This is an incredible thing. This is another person who was playing pretty high hands. What is it, $125?
Another $125 a hand.
I guess I got to boost that up. Huh?
Yep. This specific player was playing video poker at Caesar's Palace, and within a matter of minutes, won two jackpots. He won $100,250 on one jackpot, and then 15 minutes later, he hits a $100,500 jackpot. Same machine, and actually, he wasn't playing at $125 a hand.
Mm-hmm.
He had the $125 a hand with the multiplier. So he was paying $375 a hand.
You know what's interesting about this story? It's certainly
besides the $375 a hand.
The two jackpots. I'm trying to think. If I won $100,000 jackpot, I'd automatically jump up, cash in, and go celebrate.
Yeah.
This person had I guess, presence of mind, looking back on it, to keep playing and win another $100,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I'm curious, how long after they won the second 100,000 did they keep playing?
At 375 a clip?
You would be tempted to, kind of, every 15 minutes win $100,000.
I'll be honest with you. I'd be tempted to do a couple more hands to see what happens.
I after the first jackpot, I'd count my blessings and go away.
That may be,
that's my frame of mind, but obviously that's the wrong frame of mind.
That may be what this guy was doing the first time, where he won the 100,000.
Is it a guy? I don't even know who it's. I'm trying not to use
the player.
I'm trying to use player.
This may be what happened to the player. He won the 100,000, and he sat there and go, "I'm going to do a couple more hands, see what happens." And he won the second 100,000, and then I wonder if he stayed there for a while.
I don't know. Well, whoever was playing, good strategy.
Yeah,
worked out.
So congratulations. You don't see normally two jackpots from the same player. I mean, I think we've had 15 minutes different people winning jackpots within 15 minutes of each other in the same place in the past episodes, but never the same player, same place, 15 minutes apart.
I'm seeing a lot of these video poker jackpots. I mean, I'm not a video poker player, but I might want to start.
Yeah.
So
actually, what was it? What was the book? We had a Frugal Gambler's Guide to.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her name now.
Carol. I think it was her last name, Carol. I forgot her name.
But it was a very good book. It was the Frugal Gambler's Guide to Casino Poker, or Casino Guide, or whatever.
Wait, let me
it
see
was.
if I can.
Gene Scott.
Okay. What was I thinking? Carol.
Gene Scott.
Okay,
Took me a while to remember that name.
Why was I coming up with Carol?
I don't know.
It was a really great book because she really told you how to work the system.
The video poker strategy.
Well, video poker strategy plus the comps, how you use those comps in the casino system.
By
the
way, unsolicited plug.
Yeah,
if you want to learn how to do it, that is one of the best books
it's
out
really
there.
Good. Really good.
One of the best books. We're going to stay with the. We're not staying anywhere. We're going to BetMGM. BetMGM released their year-end jackpot announcement of how much they've paid out.
Okay.
For online casinos.
This is MGM, the entire company.
BetMGM, wherever they're online.
Okay, online. Okay.
Yeah. They have awarded $104.4 million last year in progressive jackpot payouts, not the ordinary payouts. These are all progressives. So $104.4 million last year just on progressive jackpots alone. The highest total jackpot prize money was in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Which BetMGM is actually the leader in Michigan for online casino.
When I think of Michigan, I think of BetMGM. Yeah. That's one of those.
$38.3 million in progressive jackpots in Michigan. Jersey was second, $30.2 million, and then you have Pennsylvania coming up in the rear, $28.9 million in progressive jackpots.
Okay.
Top five. They actually went through the top five jackpots for the year. We have, and I'll go through these. In 2022, the biggest jackpot was a $2.8 million jackpot Bison Fury slot.
Okay.
And it was in New Jersey.
Oh, all right.
$2.5 million on Bison Fury again. This one in Michigan. See a pattern there?
Yeah, Bison Fury.
Then we have $2.3 million on MGM Grand Millions, which is one of their exclusive slots. And I've been noticing this a lot, and these are very interesting games. Not just BetMGM, but you have them in Borgata. You have them in some of the other online casinos as well, where they have specifically exclusive games with their brand on them.
Well, if you go online to any of these online casinos, they usually have a section, exclusive to this online casino.
Yeah.
So, check around.
Especially when they have their own name in it.
Yeah. Well, that's always key.
Actually, one of the other casinos doing it a lot is DraftKings. They have a lot of DraftKings branded online casino games.
All right.
But again, $2.3 million MGM Grand Millions in Michigan again. $2.2 million Bison Fury in New Jersey.
Wow, geez, Bison Fury was it? They're three of the top five.
Three of the top five, and two of the top five, because the fifth one is $2.1 million on MGM Grand Millions in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
So 3 were Bison Fury, 2 were MGM Grand Millions.
I have a BetMGM account, so I'm going to
take a look at these. Yeah.
go to Bison Fury.
So, but I've actually seen that's got a brick and mortar component too, a counterpart too, which is really cool.
Oh, Bison Fury. Yeah, I know that. That's the.
You can actually hear it when you walk into.
Yeah,
the room.
no, that's
the
one of the
buffaloes.
That's always one of the first machines I see when I walk onto a gaming floor because it's a huge buffalo.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go from the casinos to the lottery. Now, we got a couple Michigan lottery stories that we're going to hit real quick here. We have in Michigan a gas station attendant helping players win the jackpot.
Nice.
There's this in Oakland County. They had this group of people had a Oakland County Lottery Club. Where they went every week and bought lottery tickets. They put their money together and bought lottery tickets.
So they put all their money in one big pool and they go
buy lottery tickets. And they've been doing this for a while. And at this one gas station where they usually buy their tickets at, one of the members of the club was in there for, I guess, getting gas or whatever. The reason was it wasn't for lottery.
Okay.
And the gas station attendant mentioned that numbers hit. And there was a huge number, and it was... he read out the numbers. So the guy was there. He was sitting there thinking about it. A couple of days later, he found the ticket.
Oh, okay.
And it was those numbers.
Wow.
So the numbers that came out, they won $3.73 million.
Okay.
Because of a gas station attendant, which is very
just
cool.
The gas station reminded him that,
that they bought it, that the numbers came out. I don't know if the gas station attendant knew them, by name or whatever it was, but it was very cool to see that.
If you go to the trouble of having a lottery club, you would think you would be up on the tickets and the numbers and things like that.
I was avoiding that.
I'm
that
just
little
saying,
lapse in logic in that story there.
But hey, you do it the way you need to do it. But hey, me saying that, and they're the ones millionaire, so they're doing it right.
And we're going to end up the segment here with a Detroit teenager winning a lottery jackpot.
Oh, okay.
$613,848 jackpot, playing the Lucky Sevens Fast Cash jackpot slot lottery game.
Okay.
That she didn't even buy.
Wow. How'd she get it?
She was on a date, and the date bought it for her.
Oh, that's a sweet date.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's
so
right now the date
is
kicking himself. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah, that would be my big fear of buying somebody a lottery ticket. I just, if it hits,
Well, I hope they go.
How do you feel
I hope they go
about
on
that?
another date at least.
I would hope to go on many more dates.
Yeah.
If 613,000 worth
Obviously,
of dates. So, but congratulations to the anonymous teenager who won.
Okay.
So that's it for this week's jackpot segment. Beatin the House. Keep the press releases coming in. info@turnpikesportsradio.com, and we'll keep doing the segment because these are a lot of fun to talk about.
And that'll do for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.